you're still here. And you get another chance this day to do better and be better. Another chance to become more of who you were created and what you were created to fulfill.
I'm a mother, a grandmother. My name is Cynthia Johnson. I'm 67 years old, and I'm a student at Houston Community College. I came here in 1963, and I started at Southland Elementary School, and went from I don't know. I love being in school. I loved my elementary school, junior high, high school, and college. I was determined to finish. As a kid growing up, I was born in Waco, Texas. I was a tomboy. I loved playing baseball, anything dealing with sports, being outside, because if you came in the house, you had to clean up. I wanted to enjoy outside, so I stayed outside as much as I could. I even got water from the water hose to keep from coming in. My education started at Carver High School. It was one of those schools, being in a small town, that it starts with kindergarten and you don't stop going to that school until 12th grade. And I went there. You hear people always talking about, oh, I had to walk 12 miles in the snow. Well, I did have to walk in the snow because my grandmother didn't have a car. I started at HCC in the 70s.
This is the birthplace of Houston Community College. We are one of the most affordable institutions of higher education in the state of Texas. We provide several opportunities for students to educate, to get the skills and start working. We are here to serve students. You know, we are very proud of our history in the Midtown, our association with Third Ward. The San Jacinto High School, which is a historical landmark now, awarded in 2012 by Texas associations. It emerged from South End Junior High School in 1914 with 750 students. And in 1926, renamed as San Jacinto High School. The school alumni, the graduates, are still very active in Houston. Many of them achieve national level awards and recognitions. You know, they are politicians, they are builders, they are public community activists, and they are in entertainment industries.
Tonight we're happy to have with us little Margie herself. She's going to sing her new hit recording, I Hear You Knocking. Here she is, the exciting and beautiful Miss Gail Storm.
You went away and left me long time ago. Now you come back knocking at my door. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
The people that graduated from there, from Walter Cronkite and Dr. Denton Cooley, and gosh, we could fill this book with pages of people who graduated from there. Roy Hoffines, our mayor, Kathy Whitmire, another mayor. We have several mayors from various other towns that graduated from there. So the people that came there and went there went on to bigger and better things, and they flourished.
My name is Stacy Welcome. I'm the Dean of Student Success at Houston Community College Central.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling good. Education is really the key to success. Education is the key to a better life for not only yourself, but for your family. The reason why education is so important to me is because I've seen students that come through not feeling like they're going to be able to accomplish their goals. Goals could be their career aspiration or even to transfer to university. Houston Community College is designed just for that.
We realized over the period of time that our seniors were super interested in community college. Whenever we hosted events in the past, they showed up and they inquired about different programs and services. So actually, it is a senior-driven program, and we tapped their interest and the potential, and started offering classes in computers, in Spanish class, Spanish language, and others. And over the period of time, the number has increased. So I think this is a very important aspect of community support for Houston Community College to provide pathways for all constituents, not limited to traditional and non-traditional adults for education, but also our seniors who need our attention and our respect.
Well, no, I don't want you to click it up right now. I'm just saying that that's what you can use.
No?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
That was marked as something.
I ended up enrolling into HCC so I can continue to get my core courses over with and done. And I started there, and then I got married, started dating, got married, had kids. Now, one of my professors, she was an English professor. She asked me, why are you taking the class? Because I had kids, my kids was going to class with me. And she was like, why are you doing this? Why don't you just take up a trade like everybody else? And I was like, how many degrees do you have is what I asked her. She said, oh, I have, she was bragging about how many degrees she had. She had about 3 or 4 of them and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, because I want to be like you. I want that degree. I'm an adult. I got kids. I want to have that degree. Matter of fact, my kids went to class with me. They hung out, especially at HCC, and that's another thing. They were at HCC with me. They would be in the rec room. Sometime they would be in the classroom with me. And one of my instructors, I think it was my daughter, I had to take a final exam. I couldn't find nobody. This is the struggle that I didn't give up. And I'm just happy that my instructor, my professor, allowed my child to come in the class with me, because I was a nervous wreck already, not being able to have a place for my baby to be at. I stressed the importance of school for good jobs. I didn't want them to have to struggle. Like I had to work 2 and 3 jobs and go to school and be a mom. And it was overwhelming at times. My husband died in my kid's 12th grade, my son's 12th grade year. That was another hard part for me, to have to go up to Sterling and get my kids out of school to tell them their father had passed. And it was emotional for me and my kids. I just stopped going because I had to either work or I worked for something. I had to get a car. I had to find a roof over me and my kids' head. I get babysitter. The things that my kids needed and the supplies and stuff that they needed to participate in the functions that they were doing in school. I had to support them. My son, I was telling him, I said, God, I want to go back to school so bad. And he said, well, Mama, why don't you go back to school? And I said, I'm too old to go back to school. And he was like, well, Mama, you're going to be old anyway, so you might as well be old and educated. And I'm like, I couldn't stand him, but it was true. And that's one of the things. So every time I would go through the steps of trying to make it to get this degree, I would always tell him, I'm going to get this. I'm going to make it. I'm going to get it. I'm taking time out right now, but I'm going back.
I'll be 23 back on that town property case, and I'll be 76 to the Williams Road address to see if I can find you.
532, you're assigned to advanced listen, please.
His girlfriend called me and told me he didn't make it. And I'm like, he didn't make it what? To work home? Where he didn't make it to? And that's when she said that he had passed. They had gotten into an altercation. And he didn't make it. I don't know. I was devastated because me and my son, me and my daughter are close, but me and my son, he did the things that I like doing. Get up on a Saturday morning and ride the Prairie View just because it was a beautiful day. I miss him because he was so upfront with me. You know, anything I felt I wanted to do, he was the one who encouraged me. Or he just came out and told me, you know, just like he was telling me about me going to school. I said, God, I want to go to school. Go. I'm proud. I'm proud. I am so proud of myself for hanging in. I talked to Miss Terry, I believe was her name, and she was telling me, she says, well, you know, Miss Johnson, all you need is a couple of hours to finish. And I'm like, are you serious?
Like, how was that feeling?
Woo! I was laughing and crying at the same time. I mean, tears falling down my face. I'm saying, are you sure? Are you sure that's all I need? And she was like, Miss Johnson, you can graduate in May. I said, this coming May? This coming May. Man, I was doing the Holy Ghost dance. I was laughing. I was turning in circles. And she was looking at me like, oh, this lady is really... I'm
sure it was an overload of emotion.
I definitely have to say, when I received that information, I was beyond ecstatic. I had never met Miss Johnson, and just the whole knowledge of her just being shy of those couple of semester credit hours was one that I said, we have to celebrate that.
I believe that Ms. Johnson reflects and represents a large number of students at Houston Community College, representing from underserved communities with a lot of struggle, a lot of responsibilities or multiple responsibilities. Attending the college at the same time is not an easy job. I feel proud myself to be associated with Ms. Johnson. She's a symbol of courage and firmness, right? In spite of her situation in life for over the period of last 30 years, she remained firm. She remained adamant.
I didn't understand the civil rights movement, what Martin Luther King really stood for, what he was doing for, you know, the black community, for black people, period.
When the last bell rings, don't stress about what comes next. At Houston Community College, we make your lessons matter. From healthcare to tech, or business to the arts. Open the door to HCC Real World Education, where passions become careers. Find more at hccs.edu and let your success take flight.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.